Hello everybody, welcome back to the channel. I am Diba and today I will talk about body and emotional changes after pregnancy. If you're currently pregnant, don't take this as science. This is what happened to me. Every body is different, so you might experience different things. And if you're currently postpartum, we might have few things in common. This video is a little bit of TMI, so this is your warning if you don't like to listen to physical details, but also I'm not going to mention anything disturbing. With this being said, let's get into it. Number one, breast size. Even though I was able to breastfeed only for 3 months, still the breasts are slightly different size. So I imagine what if I would have breastfed for a year or two. I don't know, this is where we at. I don't know if it's going to be a permanent change, but this is it for now. Number two, nipples, color, and size. Even this one, we know that during pregnancy, the areola and the area around the nipple can tend to get darker because babies don't see very well and that helps them to find the breast. But now I'm 6 months postpartum and still the color don't seems to be my color. It's like a very dark around and the nipple, it's kind of pinkish. Thing that I've never seen before on my body. Number three, loose skin. I realized that same weight does not equal same body. Even though I lost the majority of weight around my waist and stomach, there is some loose skin. The skin is not as tight as it was before. Even if I've been losing the weight very healthy, very progressively, not in a month, but still the skin is not tight. I hope maybe in the future it will change. Number four, this one is kind of weird and embarrassing. Body odor and sweat. Right after giving birth, probably everybody experienced that you sweat so much like a menopausal person and that your body odor is a little stronger again for your baby to recognize the mother. But I thought this would stop at some point, and 6 months in, I still feel like it's not me. It's not my odor. I don't recognize myself and I sweat more than normal. It's good that I am not out in the public too much. I haven't been back to work yet because I wouldn't know how to deal with that. But I was always a person of natural deodorant, free of everything, and that doesn't do anything for me anymore. Number five, lower back pain. This one, I was always before kind of experiencing lower back pain, but now it's a daily concern. It literally hurts every day. And I believe it comes from the fact that initially our core is very weak, so I tend to hold my baby probably in the wrong posture and lean back too much. And also because carrying around a baby all of the time, of course, it's gonna affect your back. But for me is a struggle. Number seven, air changes. And I'm not referring to air loss. I have another video all about that. But my hair has changed texture. It's way thinner and also my curl pattern has changed. I notice now that after every wash day, my hair doesn't hold the curl for not even by the end of the day. Till the end of the day, I noticed that the curl tend to open and get way frizzier than before. And before pregnancy, my curls were very healthy, bouncy, hydrated. I haven't had any issue before. And also, I hope also this one will be a temporary one. Number seven, my feet got bigger. This is also a weird one. I thought it was a pregnancy thing because your feet get a little swollen, a little wider, but now that everything is back to normal, apparently my feet are longer. I noticed it in some sneakers that I haven't worn in a while and they're kind of tight. So I really hope that this is not a permanent change because I would love to get back to wear all my heels that I haven't worn over a year. And number eight, this is a positive one. My acne cleared out. A year before pregnancy, I was experiencing acne in this area of my face for the first time in my life. Never had acne before. And I did anything possible, like peelings, microneedling, retinol, being very meticulous with removing my makeup and washing my makeup brushes, but it would always come back. Once I got pregnant, it completely cleared out and I thought that it was just a hormonal thing and it would came back, but it didn't. So awesome. Sometimes hormones are nice to you. Next one, it's something that actually didn't happen to me. I didn't experience stretch marks, and I'm bringing this up just to make a point. During pregnancy, I've been using the same oils as many other women. that did experience stretch marks. I've been using sweet almond oil, and towards the end I've been adding organic rose hip oil, and this is to prove that it's really not in our hands. It's not in the best product or in anything that you do. It's basically genetic. Also mentioning that my stomach was really flat and it stretched a lot. I gained a lot of weight during pregnancy. I don't want to talk numbers because it might be triggering for someone, but my belly stretched a lot. So once again, it doesn't matter what is your frame before, how much weight you gain, it's really back to genetics. So I feel like in this one, since we are so vulnerable, there's so much marketing around this and they always try to sell as a product, but there's not much we can do. And then I experienced some emotional changes. The first one is that I cry for everything. And the good and the bad, and not things that happen to me. Things like I'm watching a movie and there's a dog hurting, I cry. There is something great happening to the main character, something really emotional, she found the love of her life or whatever, I cry. I will see a picture on Instagram and tears come to my eyes. And it is what it is. And the second big emotional change is my anxiety skyrocketed. I have to say also that I discovered to have anxiety very late, as once I get married to the most patient and stable person in the universe probably, that made me realize that I was anxious. I always thought that was my personality, why no, it was anxiety. And I always I was a very high functioning anxious person. I thought that that's how you live. I was always in kind of panic mode, emergency mode, and getting anxious for things that had not importance, but that's what it is. But once I had my baby, my anxiety manifests into outbursts of anger for things like changes in my schedule that didn't depend on me, last minute changes, or things like noticing messy area of the house or something dirty that I didn't notice maybe a day before, 2 days before, and feeling the need of fixing it in that moment and anxiously cleaning the floor at 1 a.m., things like that, collecting the hair that I find on the bathroom, things like that. And of course, anxiety related to my baby, thinking about worst case scenario, things that will never happen. But I guess that is every mother, and I'm working on that. And these were all the changes that I experienced. Maybe there's some that we have in common. I don't know if these will be permanent changes. I might do an updated video once I will hit 1 year postpartum. Now I'm 6 months postpartum. And thank you so much for watching. If you enjoy the content, please consider subscribing, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye.